You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snake Wood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. It show is a blessing to be back in the Black Box as we blow a succession. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. I am your host, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, the captain of this here ship. We have a reaction, man. I'm really done. I'm flabbergasted, blown away by this one, man. We know what's going on with the Rico thing with Big U in the 60s and Loose Lips and all that, right? Now, the title of this video that we about to react to is entitled Proof That Wack 100 and Luce can have been working with the feds all along, right? Which that's becoming more and more evident and obvious as the days go by. However, I'm not really tripping on the reaction as much as the phone call that this blogger is reacting to. Now, mind you, we've heard that there's wiretaps. We've seen some of it released. It's been documented. I know just based on the time frame that they're saying that they was on Big U phone, I know I got some phone calls on that wiretap. That's just my assumption. I can't prove it because I don't know if it was 24 hours or not. But I just know as frequently as I've spoken to Big U through the years, that's a good chance that they may have intercepted some of my calls. So now, this dude, Dale name been floating around as somebody who was victim number one, Dale Morrison or Harrison, some of that nature, right? So after his name got to popping in the circuit, Hold No 100 went on record saying, oh, it's all bad for Luce. I remember October 13th, 14th, or 14th and 15th, I had him and Luce on my phone, and the conversation was all bad. Then he went on to announce, I got the whole conversation. And now, apparently, the conversation is being made public. Now, I don't believe for 1 second the feds have made this conversation public. I don't believe just because the phone is hot means the feds had 24/7 surveillance on the phone. They may have done it in shifts. But it seems that Hold No 100 has offered up a recorded conversation that he himself recorded with Luce Coochie Lips incriminating himself on this call. So no further ado, let's see what Dale, Loose Lips, and Hold No 100 have been up to. Oh, my mama. This is nazy. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Hold No 100 is super bad, all bad on my mama. Check this shit out. There's no way the feds released this, right? They couldn't have. So this has to be Wack Hold No 100 recording of this phone call. Watch how many times Loose Lips put it on 6-0 that he ain't recording this dude. This is crazy.
Loose Cannon is continuously calling home from the feds, and it has everybody wondering what is going on. Today, I'm going to be breaking down a strategy that's used a lot, but most people aren't even really aware. And I'm going to also show you exactly how these types of situations play into this indictment and what it could mean for others. Everybody from DJ academics to even people on a No Jumper podcast that he's actually calling into are telling him to stay off the phone. However, he can't. Loose Cannon's internet journey began when he popped up with Wack 100, incriminating Big U in multiple different cases, and more specifically, incriminating himself in this one specific robbery where this guy gets everything took from him and then later pulls up on them and gets $40,000 of his money back. Coincidentally, around the same time that Loose Cannon was beginning to turn his antenna towards blasting Big U, this alleged extortion victim who was given $40,000 of his money back was charged in a federal case out of Ohio. Now, originally, Loose Cannon was going at Wack 100 and calling him a snitch lover. Knowing what I know now about Wack 100 and how he moves around thinking he knows everything about everybody's case, I believe that he approached Loose Cannon with the information about this case in Ohio, possibly warning him about cooperation And it was at this point that Luce began to work for and with Wack to get Big U off the streets. I mean, just think about it. Wack 100 gets the information that this other guy has been charged and is going to cooperate. Luce knows he was involved and could possibly be charged when the investigation over. So what does he do? Join the investigation. Start a public campaign, not only stating that Big U was a part of the situation, but also stating that all of his actions were done at Big U's direction and that he was being manipulated. While this does make him a party to the crime, it makes him less culpable. See, the feds work off a point system, and being labeled a leader will get 4 extra points added to what.
My mama, this is gonna work ultimately in Big U's favor. Just once you establish the fact that once we saw Luce Coochie Lips on No Jumper incriminating Big U, he had already been contacted by the feds. And now it's clear he was on a campaign to incriminate Big U for the feds, y'all. He was working the entire time. Pay attention. Don't sleep. Don't slip. Loose lips sink ships.
Whatever points you already have, resulting in a steeper sentence. Now, it's my position that this entire campaign by Luce Cannon on the internet was basically his interview with the feds. Once he learned that the investigation was on, which we know that he knew because Wack announced that Brick Baby was raided by the feds, we've now learned that Luce Cannon was also picked up by the feds and then had a personal discussion with the informant after that, in which the informant told him that he was informant, and Luce discussed being picked up by the feds. And lives started popping up everywhere, and it's not a coincidence that the exact same situations that were being investigated were the ones being discussed. This is why, despite the warnings and obvious risk, Luce won't stay off the phone. Another thing that I want to point out is that this investigation was already going on before the Luce Cannon and Wack interview. As we see, this alleged victim was recording conversations and making controlled payments in 2022. Also, since these arrests have happened, Wack announced that he knew the arrests were coming by releasing audio of one of the alleged victim's mother telling him when the arrests were coming.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
And if you look at the timing of when Luce Cannon allegedly fell out with Wack, it was right after he got the word that the arrests were coming. He had to fake a fallout with Wack publicly because he knew once the charges came down, Wack would be the person to get blamed. And he didn't want to go into the jail system being associated with a person accused of snitching. He also didn't want to appear to be still cool with Wack after the charges came down, as that would make it obvious that he was running a play the entire time in an attempt to minimize his role and provide extra evidence. See, the victim had told that he was robbed and extorted, but by Luce Cannon telling the story and saying he didn't know what Big U was doing and was just following orders, he now makes himself a victim of being extorted as well. Just listen to what Luce Cannon says to the informant while the informant was still working. This is a recorded phone call that was taken while the informant was still working. He was telling.
Just know, don't get it crossed up because the feds have been tapping phones that this is a federal recorded call. No, this is a Wack Ho No 100 recorded phone call, y'all. So if by chance the feds was not on his phone at this moment, if it wasn't 24-hour surveillance, if they were tapping his phone in spurts, and by chance they didn't happen to get this conversation, Wack has provided it. That's crazy.
Luce Cannon that he was working and what he was doing. Luce Cannon actually recorded the phone call so he would have proof of the situation. And then that's when the play between him and Wack started, and they started manipulating the situation to where Luce could put all the information out on Big U and look like he was getting extorted and get himself out of this.
I know. Heartbreaking or anything like that. You good with me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. That's what I want to get to. You get what I'm saying? On TikTok, but you have to understand, like, bro, the situation I had and I did things to you, it was only because of Big U.
Now, what Luce Cannon just did in that audio clip right there was get the informant to confirm that he knows that Luce Cannon was forced to do this. So when this trial comes up, this informant can't go in here and point Luce Cannon out and say, yeah, he was one of the guys and woo, because now he's already acknowledged that he knows Luce Cannon was forced to do this by Big.
That don't matter in court. When you are in your mid to late 30s, it don't matter in court. Can't no grown man make you do nothing. Nothing. So him, all this does is help Big U's case in the sense that, look, this dude is intentionally trying to place the blame on me and get it off himself because y'all contacted him. Yeah, he's trying to put it on me. He's trying to shift the buck.
You. If anybody has any doubt about any of the things that I'm saying in this video, all you have to do is listen to this audio released by Wack 100. In this audio, he's talking with the informant who wore the wire. That informant also gets on the phone with Luce Cannon. Prior to the investigation even being completed, he's telling Luce Cannon, yeah, I wore a wire. And in that interview, in that phone call, Luce Cannon admits that the feds picked him up and asked him about this specific situation.
Yeah, of course, but what I'm saying is, like, the shit that I was doing, and I didn't want to lay y'all niggas down. I didn't want to do certain things to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But why? You know what I'm saying?
Loose Lips just said, I didn't want to run down on y'all. I didn't want to do certain things, but cuz lied. Lied and said what? So you was doing this like Robin Hood according to you for righteousness, and he gave you some type of false pretense of why you was committing felonious acts? You're not making no sense. But this is him trying to be manipulative. He knew the feds was already on him. He know this call is being recorded. Watch how many times he put it on 6-0, he ain't recording. But he know it's being recorded. And he's trying to direct the conversation for the people who are going to hear it eventually. So he already know he caught up. He know he went in there, did a robbery with no mask on. The person he's talking to on the phone allegedly, apparently already identified him. So he trying to put the blame on somebody else. That's crazy.
You know what the feds, nigga, you know what's going on, but at the end of the day, I got my own problem. I got my own thing. I ain't know nothing what's going on besides that. Yeah, I know, but you know, we got wrapped up in this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened further down with Big U, but then nigga ultimately they got me. You know what I'm saying? We know why. You know what I'm saying? No, but what I'm saying is because it's like, you know, like with that situation on downtown or whatever, like when the feds came and got you, because I used to think they just got me a couple of months ago. Yeah, but what relationship me and you got? Nigga, if somebody can get to you because of me, how is that even possible? So basically they asked me about you because of the Big U situation, I guess. Yeah, he said, but you the fuck you at? You the right hand man. How they gonna ask me about it? Come on, you know more than anybody. They didn't ask me about you. You see what I mean? They asked me about you, but then they said about the situation with Big U with the extortion shit. You know what I'm saying?
So just like I said, Luce Cannon got picked up by the feds. Once he got picked up, it hit him. Man, if they asking about this situation, this dude must be telling. So then he goes to that dude. That dude tell him, yeah, they picked me up. Woo, woo, woo. So now his plan is in motion to get himself out of this situation, meaning going to No Jumper and any other platform that will listen to him talk about Big U and disassociate himself. Meanwhile, Wack is sitting in the background recording the conversation. So now he has proof that Luce Cannon has talked to this informant and knows what's going on, just in case Luce Cannon try to backdoor him And at the same time, he got proof on the informant too, so he can keep him moving how he want him to move. At the end of the day, man, it's obvious that Wack 100 knew what was going on the entire time and has been pulling strings behind the scenes.
Luce Lips knew what he was doing too. When it looked like we was calling him a slow tart for incriminating and allegedly not being aware that he was incriminating and putting all this stuff out on the internet for the public and the feds and everybody to hear, he knew exactly what he was doing it. He was doing it intentionally. He was bringing up all these random events to try to paint a picture to the feds. It wasn't me, it was him. He was not trying to go down by himself. That's crazy. Wow.
Recruited Luce Cannon because the wiretap evidence about the extortion seems to be the strongest piece of evidence that they have against Big U. By getting somebody who was allegedly a part of that situation to not only come forward, but to come forward and confirm details and then claim that they themselves were forced to participate, makes a very strong case for extortion. Now, it would make no sense for him to have denied the situation to the feds and then go on YouTube and tell the complete story.
But he was still so much of a slow tart. He professed to be the boogeyman. He was the muscle. Big U ain't make you do nothing. You chose to do it because you thought it was going to be favorable terms for yourself, according to you. And then when you realize, according to you, he didn't give a fuck about you and look out for you, now it's all bad. But nobody ever put to your head and made you do none of this. You was on his nuts, according to you, trying to do it, looking up to him, trying to fit in. This is why you claim to have committed these acts. Not out of force. You was auditioning, according to you, allegedly.
So I think he told them the story, and then he decided to go on YouTube and tell the story even more to get more traction and publicity from it. And then that way he's breaking down and giving them information without actually signing a proffer or being involved. And they can give him a deal for cooperation without actually having to put it on paperwork. The paperwork won't say Luce Cannon agreed to cooperate with us. He'll just get a good deal and everybody would say, oh, well, he just pleaded guilty and got a good deal. This is how you manipulate paperwork and manipulate people into thinking that there is no paperwork when in actuality, he's cooperated. At the end of the day, I hope people can see through this. And I believe that when it all really hits the fan, we will see that Luce Cannon was working for the other side all over.
Shout out to Byron Blake. That's the guy who you hear narrating. Shout out to Byron Blake. Go to his channel. Follow up.
Long. But until then, check out this audio.
Did business with him. He was just on my phone. Yeah, I know him. I know the nigga. Nigga named Dale. They call him Monster. Nigga do read the scripts in his book shows. I know the nigga. Now Luce is all the way up.
This nigga holding 100 be happy to know somebody. I know Cuz too. So what, you know him? I know the nigga. Look at it. He be happy to know somebody.
Luce up because they was both just on my phone in October. And Dale was working all the way up into March 15th, March 14th, which lets we know when they was having that phone call, Dale's phone was hot. So, yes, I got the whole call. Call up. It's bad business.
You see, you hear holding 100 saying, I got the whole call. It's up. It's bad business. Now watch. Here, we about to hear the call, y'all. Where did it come from? This bad business up call that the feds may or may not have. Wack has it, and he made it public. This is evidence. If the feds don't already have this call, this will be held against Luce, Big U, in court. Most definitely, both of them. Even though the slow tart might think him claiming that he was doing this as somebody else's charge is going to help him. No, this is incriminating, just like Wack said. It's bad for you. It's all bad for you, Luce. Why did he make this public? That's crazy.
I said, thought about it. I said, and them niggas just called me in October. Twice. October 14th, October 15th. And these niggas was having this conversation. Dale said he had to turn himself in.
Who else you know can recall dates of random phone calls that were 5-6 months ago? Let's see. What was this? In March, he was making these statements. Let's go. February, January, December, November. 5 months back, he just called multiple dates of phone. That's only feds do that. Of recorded phone calls that they have in their possession and know the dates. They just call them off their head like October, and hit the 2 dates on the nose. And that's federally for sure.
December. He said, what? Big U's hot. He work it. I'm not going to lie. He admitted it. I work it. I told him Big U been extorting me. That nigga. Wack, when I did business with you, it was real business. Even when I owed your people, shut down to me and it was fair.
On my mama. He's saying all this what was said to him on the call. When he released the call, you won't hear Dale tell Wack none of that. He didn't show proof of none of that. On my mama.
Business. We made a deal, we negotiated, you shook hands, you left. You left me with the people. Whenever I sent you money to deliver orders, you always deliver. But these niggas want to come over here playing with me, right? And then him and Luce got to talking about whatever they was talking about. And thinking about it is like, yeah, this is going to turn out dumb. Because they was just on my phone in October. And Dale and Luce Cannon was wide open with their conversation. Yeah, now I see it like memories. I'll be like, fuck. But yeah. No, remember cause when we came in there, I came in with my squad, cause, and then remember we took everything. When we took everything, y'all niggas, we up to the spot. You know what I'm saying? No, but you know that man. Like, I would like to talk to you more openly when I know you might be recording the nigga. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? So, we talking freely. You know, we talking freely. You know what I'm saying? you know all the stuff that I was doing because who was the right hand man? Who was the nigga that was actually in the field? They, you know what? I know that. I know that. You know, I can't name none of them, but we know you're the go-to. Of course. Yeah, I know you go-to. I see you. Yeah, of course, but what I'm saying is like, the shit that I was doing, and I didn't want to lay y'all niggas down. I didn't want to do certain things to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But run. You know what I'm saying? And then now you just, y'all, you know what I'm saying? But run. You know what I'm saying? And then now you just. Right.
Hold on. Hold on.
This is Dale. This nigga, Big U. October 14, 15. Let's see. You know what the thing, nigga, you know what's going on, but at the end of the day, I got my own problem. I got my own thing. I ain't know nothing what's going on besides that. Yeah, I know, but you know, we got wrapped up in this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. Trickle down with Big U, but then nigga ultimately, nigga, they got me. You know what I'm saying? We know why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, well, shit, I mean, you said you got something going. There's always going to be something. But nigga, you know what I mean, dog. You know what I'm saying? I know, man. Shit don't make sense to me no more, bro. You know that, cause dealing with the police, bro. And nigga, I don't think nobody can deny that, cause that's how that's why Wack never respected Nipsey, cause Wack knew shit about Nipsey that wasn't respectable. And he only know that cause of us. I watched that shit. It might be true. You know what I'm saying? You got that recording of Nipsey talking to the police and they try to use it against him, maybe. It might be true, but shit. No, but what I'm saying is because it's like, you know, like with that situation on downtown or whatever, like when the feds came and got you, because I they just got me a couple of months ago. Yeah, but what relationship me and you got? Nigga, somebody can get to you because of me. How is that even possible? So basically they asked me about you because of the Big U situation, I guess. Yeah, he covered said, but you the functionary, you the right hand him. How they gonna ask me about it? Come on, you know more than anybody. They didn't ask me about you. You see what I mean? They asked me about you, but then they said about the situation with Big U with the extortion shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they said that, I'm thinking on 6-0, like you had something to do with it, but then I thought about it is they asked me about information about you, but I know it's not coming from you because we already know what happened with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to think about it because nigga, when they came and questioned me, nigga, dead homies, it was like out the blue, like hit me at the gas station. Wow. Hey, I want to tell you something, bro. I'll be watching some of your videos, bro. And when you say that throw the rock and have the hand shit, that should be hitting me like a motherfucker every time you say it. Yeah, because every time I hear you say throw the rock and hide the hand, I'll be like, it just be like, it just be like, damn. It's like, when you know what the fed, nigga, you know what's going on, but at the end of the day, I got my own problem. I got my own friend. I ain't know nothing what's going on besides God. Yeah, I know, but you know, we got wrapped up in this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened trickle down with Big U, but then nigga ultimately, nigga, they got me. You know what I'm saying? We know why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, oh shit, I mean, you said you got some boy. There's always gonna be love. I mean, you know what I mean, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Shit don't make sense for me no more, bro. You know that, cause dealing with the police, bro, and nigga, I don't think nobody can deny that, cause that's how that's why Wack never respected Nipsey, cause Wack knew shit about Nipsey that wasn't respectable, and he only know that cause of us. I watched that shit. It might be true. You know what I'm saying? You got that recording and Nipsey talking to the police and they trying to use it against him, maybe. It might be true, but shit. No, but what I'm saying is because it's like, you know, like with that situation on downtown or whatever, like that when the feds came and got you, because I they just got me a couple of months ago. Yeah, but what relationship me and you got? Where somebody can get to you because of me. How is that even possible? So basically they asked me about you because of the Big U situation, I guess. Yeah, he said, but you the right hand of him. How they gonna ask me about it? Come on, you know more than anybody. They didn't ask me about you. You what I mean? They asked me about you, but then they said about the situation of Big U.
Oh boy. So there we have it. Loose coochie lips. The loose lips that sink ships on the phone with victim number one, Dale Morrison, doing his best to incriminate Big U and clear his own name, holding on 100, recording it and putting it out. And I just want everybody under the sound of my voice to realize that piece of recording is useful for the prosecution against everyone charged, not just Big U. It does not clear Loose Lips. It only further incriminates him. He has officially been caught with his drawers down.
Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it.
Don't get crunk with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted at mall. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow laying literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, Pyru, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She wasn't with the creep and that duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man fuck tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking jaws off.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking to you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take Blue to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with ya. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. In spite of put you on the menu. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you. Big business, what I'm into. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you.
Don't get crunk with your drawers down. Don't get crunk with your drawers down. Don't get crunk with your drawers down. Don't get crunk with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope Fucking statements, don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us. On one, out lurking, looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, it's well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Had you on camera, ass up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, always talking this and that. How you callin' niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Like me calling hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back. Why you represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out? You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them draws, nigga? Hella old and exposed, like come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Wack 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my loan. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was floating. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pot shit, and that nip shit. It makes sense why you and Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Wack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fishburne or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga Wack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Nigga in that puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga is Spider Low.
Spider Loke, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke.
Spider Low.
Spider Loke, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook
continue.
my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa! With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!